This is an awesome drill if you struggle with a really flat backswing than a really steep downswing. What that corresponds with, if you stand about a foot away from the wall, if I start to get my shoulders rotating too flat, you can see my left shoulder goes up, gets really stuck, and both shoulders are at the same angle. That can result in a steep downswing path where your left shoulder drops quite significantly, shaft gets really steep. If you're this golfer, simple feeling, place the club against your shoulders, stand about a foot away from the wall. As we rotate into the backswing, you're going to let the grip end of the club miss the wall in the backswing. A great feeling that's going to explode that as your left shoulder is going to work down the way, your right shoulder is going to work up the way and miss the wall in the backswing. You can see from there my left shoulder gets close to the ground, into the downswing. My right shoulder is going to go down, my left shoulder is going to go up. So left shoulder down in the backswing, right shoulder up. As we come into the downswing, right shoulder down, left shoulder up. Rehearse your impact position. The state you can see from there, the grip end of the club is going to collide with the wall. And as I come into the downswing, left shoulder is going to drop quite significantly. So set yourself up in a position where you're a foot away from the wall, swing the club back, grip end of the club works down, left shoulder works down, we're going to miss the wall in the backswing, keep the head stable, not spinning my chest open, my right shoulder collides, left shoulder underneath the wall in the backswing, right shoulder works down and stays back for a split second longer. So right shoulder working down, downswing, left shoulder working up. Rehearse your impact position, my right shoulder stays back, my right shoulder hasn't worked out. One of the biggest issues we do see with a lot of golfers that struggle to rotate their upper body in the backswing or move their shoulders in the correct incline and position, the right shoulder doesn't work enough back behind the body in the backswing. So the chest doesn't rotate, the torso doesn't rotate, the arms tend to get quite low across the chest, the left arm gets quite low across the chest, we lack depth. And then from there, as we come down, if we can rotate this right shoulder a little bit more functionally in the backswing, we're going to create a little bit more arm depth. The hands are going to be wider away from the body in the backswing. The hands get a little bit wider at the top, then that angle is going to narrow. We create more width and space coming down. If you're this golfer, simple drill, place the club on your shoulders. This resembles the incline and the rotation of your shoulders in the backswing. So grip end of the club is a reference point to your right shoulder. In the backswing, we're really trying to get the right shoulder to work up and back. So the grip end of the club is going to start to work up and back. If I do this from a face-on perspective, the grip end of the club starts to disappear behind my body in the backswing. So I'm going to rotate the middle of my pelvis back towards the target. I should feel my right hip go up and back and the grip end of the club disappears. So right shoulder's working up and back. I feel a slight rotation of my rib cage and my chest. The more I can rotate my upper body, the more this right shoulder's going to go back. And then my arms are just an extension of my upper body. The shoulder working up and back in the backswing, rehearse your impact position. My left shoulder stays down, left shoulder works down across. I've got great width at the top of the backswing. Shoulder to work up and back, and right shoulder to work up and back. Extend your arms to the top of the backswing. You can see from there, my hands are higher. As we come down, I'm not letting this left shoulder drop too abruptly into the downswing. That's where we're going to steepen the golf club. A simple feeling if you struggle, just get your right shoulder to work up and back. Feel like you're rotating your right shoulder as much as you can in the backswing. You can see from there that club head disappears. Rehearse that from a down the line perspective. Hands get a little bit higher at the top. Then as we come into the downswing, I'm going to feel from there that my left shoulder stays up. So left shoulder stays up, right shoulder works down, and that's going to develop the sensation of my right shoulder working back for a split second, then it's going to work down as we come into the downswing. So my right shoulder's going to work down, left shoulder's going to work up, my back's going to face the target for a split second longer, but I'm going to feel like my right arm always stays underneath my left arm. I'm not getting my right shoulder working out too quickly. I'm going to feel like my right arm works underneath my left arm. A great drill you can use, place your left hand on the top of the grip end of the golf club, swing the club to the top. I'm going to try and feel like I maintain the position of my left arm, so feel like my arm stays nice and straight. Feel like the club stays in a vertical position. Swing the club to the top. I'm going to feel like my right shoulder works underneath my left shoulder. So my right hand's working underneath my left hand, but that's going to create this feeling of my right shoulder working closer to the ground. It's going to feel my back stays to the target for a split second longer. If I spin the chest open, my right shoulder works out and stays high too long. Flip that on its head, we want the right shoulder to work down as opposed to out. Instead of the right shoulder working out, we want the right shoulder to work down. Simple feeling, right shoulder going up and back in the backswing, so I feel like my weight's loading into the instep of my right foot. Shoulder working up and back, I feel like I'm loading my pressure in the inside of my right heel. Right shoulder working down, and I'm going to feel like my right arm always works underneath the golf club. So right arm always works underneath the golf club, rehearse your impact position. Right shoulder works down, back faces the target. And that's going to promote more of a feeling of my hands working straight down from the top of the backswing. Going to promote my shoulders to feel a little bit more closed. My right arm stays underneath my left arm, and that's going to promote a more in-to-out path coming down. So if you struggle with lacking depth in the backswing, great drill that you can use. Try and get your right shoulder to work as far behind you in the backswing. That's a great feeling. So get your right shoulder and right hip to rotate as far behind you in the backswing. So a great feeling is try and get the middle of your pelvis to point back towards your ball to target line. Then as we come into the downswing, your right shoulder is going to work down, so lower body is going to work out the weight first. That's going to move your pressure into your left side. Then your right shoulder is going to work down, so your right shoulder is going to stay back and work down. Right shoulder works down, left shoulder stays up in the downswing a little bit longer, and that's going to promote this feeling of my lower body working out the weight first, upper body staying back, and you can see from there my right shoulder works closer to the ground, left shoulder stays higher. And that's going to promote this feeling, my shoulders feeling a little bit more closed to my intended target in the downswing. And using the space more to the right hand side of the golf ball and inside the golf ball coming down. Great feeling, great drill that you can explore. It's going to help you improve your impact conditions and also create more space in the downswing. If you struggle with your driver, here's 4 tips that's going to help you improve your overall structure and the probability of striking in the club face. One thing we want to do when we set up a driver is making sure we've got the optimal tee height. We want to tee the ball up a little bit higher, so half the golf ball is on the club face and half the golf ball is above the crown of the club face. Half the golf ball is above the crown of the club face and half the golf ball is on the club face. Start with your feet together. You're going to flare your left foot open at 10 o'clock position. If you were at 12 o'clock at the club face, take a bigger step with your right foot. So the ball position is just inside left armpit and also left heel. Is another good baseline. Keep your right hand, slide it down to your right knee. A good way to initiate this, feel like you kind of push your left hip a little bit higher. So you take your right hand, your right hip towards the target. That allows your left side of your pelvis to be slightly elevated compared to your right side. It's higher, right hip's lower. Take your right hand, maintain its position just above your right knee onto the golf club. Great feeling from here is trying to get the sternum to feel like it's slightly behind the alignment stick. Many people that struggle with driver get the middle of the chest too far ahead of the alignment stick, the left shoulder gets too low, club works high to low for impact. Hit down the ball, the path moves out to in all day long. Left foot out, take a bigger step with the right foot. Ball position left heel, use the alignment stick as a good baseline. So ball position just inside left armpit. Want to create a little bit of tilt, place your right hand on your right hip. Feel like you push your left hip up slightly. Left shoulder's higher, right shoulder's lower. And as we swing the club back, we're going to try and get the middle of my chest to point on the instep in my right leg. So think golf club on your shoulders, try and get your sternum to point on the instep of your right leg. That's going to allow your right shoulder to work up and back. Allow your torso and your rib cage to start rotating into the backswing, which is going to help us create power, restore power, and also release it on the way down. The alignment stick on your shoulders to match the alignment stick on the ground. You can see from the left shoulder's working across, right shoulder's working up and back, right hip's working up and back.